this is all a test mode. We're gonna.
Yeah,
I just
okay.
want to see how this goes. All right, so just want to
Okay.
feel natural. You don't be stiff. Loosen up. Loosen up a little bit. Don't be stiff.
I know.
All right, so
No, I'm okay.
So we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to introduce you like I just did. I said,
Okay.
"Hey guys," and we're like,
And
"Guys,
then I say-
hey guys, listen. This is something new that we're starting. Mario Cooks, and this is Mario Cooks with my mother-in-law, Maria Luisa, cooks with Nonna. And today, what we're going to do is she's going to show us how to make rabbit. Now, I never ate rabbit before I met this woman, and then I fell in love with it when the first time she made it. So now we're going to show you. I'm going to share this with you, and I really shouldn't because this I love, and I really don't want anybody else to make it but her. So this is what goes on now. So Ma, tell me what's going on here. Now we have the rabbit.
We get the rabbit, of course. We cut in pieces.
All right, let me take a look
Okay,
at
we
that
cut
right
in
there.
pieces. By the way, the rabbit is the most delicious white meat. Okay, so we cut in pieces, we put it in a pan, and we marinate, whatever you like, but marinate overnight.
Okay, well over here you got it marinated.
Now it's already
in,
marinated.
This is already marinated. We cut to the chase and we did this. Now, what's in this marinade is basically vinegar, olive oil, some herbs, garlic, salt and pepper.
And a drop of white wine.
And a drop of white wine. Can't forget the drop of white wine.
Now, I shake off the marinade from the rabbit, so this way it's not going to be so strong,
We
the
help you out
flavor.
with that.
Okay, we put the olive oil. In the meantime, you can put here, help me with this because these are quite a few.
Yeah, I'm going to help you with this. I'm going to put this
Okay.
here. I'm doing
Yeah,
it all
just-
wrong already.
yeah.
See how I'm making a mistake? I'm a professional. I'm making the mistakes here.
Yeah.
Okay?
We shake it off, otherwise it's too strong, the marinade.
Yeah.
And then we saute in olive oil and garlic.
Okay.
Really.
Guys,
Really
right there,
good.
see this here? This is the back. And that's the pancetta of the rabbit. That's my favorite part. If you don't want it, if we're eating this together, you give it to me.
Oh.
All right, that's my favorite part.
Yeah. And it's for special occasion, we do the rabbit.
Now, the beautiful thing about rabbits, like if you have space to grow them, all you need is 2 rabbits, and in a couple of months you'll have 100. So it's like a never-ending food supply. It's also very lean. It's very good for you, and if you have them home and raising them, you
White
don't
meat.
need you don't have to turn around and buy all fancy feed. You just you can give them the vegetables from your house. You can grass and stuff like
They
that.
love vegetable and grass.
Right, and it tastes better. They taste better like that, right, Mom?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay, now we put this away. We don't need it.
All right, Mom. We'll take that. I'll put this in the sink over here. Maybe we should.
We wash our hands.
Okay, let's wash our hands, Mom. All right. So, all right. So that's step number 1, right? Marinate, and now then knock the marinade off of the chicken. I mean, the rabbit. This is. We usually tell this to people who don't like rabbit that it's chicken. They never know the difference.
But when they eat it, they know. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So.
as you see the pan, we need a nice pan.
Okay, let's take a look at this, and then we're going to come over here in a second when you start cooking. You see this? This is a nice big pan, and you need something like this. It's heavy. This is a Circulon, right? And yeah, I believe so. But this is, you need a heavy pan, either aluminum or cast iron.
Olive oil.
We need olive oil.
Yes.
We didn't fully prepare
Here
here.
we are.
Okay,
Olive
we got
oil.
good quality, extra
Yes.
virgin olive oil. All right, let's go through the ingredients, okay, Ma?
Okay. We
So
put
we have the
olive
rabbit.
oil. Yes, the rabbit, olive oil,
Okay,
garlic.
Okay.
Never miss the garlic.
go ahead.
Tomatoes,
All right.
herbs, salt and pepper, and
Right.
at the end we put some Gaeta olives.
The herbs, we have some rosemary, we have some thyme, and we have some sage. Okay, and then this is fresh tomatoes chopped
Yes,
up really
fresh
nicely.
tomato chopped,
Okay,
yes.
of course, my right, salt,
Yes.
kosher salt,
Kosher salt.
and fresh ground black pepper. Remember, fresh ground black pepper is what you use. Never use that stuff in a box. It has no flavor. It's just like putting sawdust and stuff. The Gaeta olives are pitted. Always try to use the pitted olives. Do not put olives
Right.
with pits in it because you're going to have to be
We
paying
don't want to
dental.
pay for the dentist.
You don't have to pay for the dentist. Garlic, and now we leave the garlic nice and chunky. So, you sure you don't want to put
Fresh
more garlic
garlic.
than that? I like a lot of garlic, but if you think that's okay. So we're gonna put some more garlic, but so this here is about what 10 cloves of garlic?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we'll make it 12 cloves of garlic. Okay. And this is red wine, right?
Wine.
We use the red wine.
Yes, at the end.
Okay.
Then we let it evaporate, nice.
Okay, so we're going to deglaze the pan with that.
At the end, we put the tomatoes.
And at the end, we'll put the tomatoes. We're going to go step by step with this.
Step by step.
This is probably about a half a cup of wine. I didn't drink any of it yet, so that's not why the glass is empty.
Okay, so let's start with the olive oil.
All right, let's go. All right, let's go with the olive. Okay, so
olive oil is ready.
She's going to show us how this is being made. Okay. That's the olive oil going in. All right, I'm over here. I'm sous chef today.
Nice flavor. Olive oil always gives a nice flavor. Okay.
Always extra virgin.
Extra virgin.
Okay, here we go.
Now we open the.
Want to put that right there? We got the herbs. We got the red.
That's it.
We got the herbs. We got the red wine. Okay. Put everything right over here. I'm sorry, I'm blocking the camera. I'm gonna put this camera back a little bit right here. All right, Ma. Let's.
And we wait.
All right, so oil is in the pan. I would say it's probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons of oil, quarter cup, not even. And we're waiting until it gets, remember, Italians always put the garlic in the cold oil. You want to pull the flavor out of the garlic. When you throw that garlic in there when it's hot, it sears the garlic, it picks up some flavor, but not as much flavor as it's going to now. Right, Ma?
And garlic is the best flavor.
Yeah, that's on, it's on high.
Yeah, little patient. And it's a delicious dish, and a special occasion everybody appreciates, because we don't do this every day, so young and old, they enjoy it, okay? Never goes out of style. A nice dish of a rabbit, white meat.
So Ma, tell me, like, when did you start eating rabbit? I mean, do you like remember when you
I started to walk, I guess, because I grew up in Italy, and of course rabbit was the main dish, because my parents grew them, and we make them with potatoes, cacciatori, any way you want it. So we learn how to eat. My children, grandchildren, they love it. It's a good dish.
Yeah,
and it's healthy.
It's healthy. It's inexpensive.
Yes, inexpensive, yes. But people had to acquire a taste, you know.
All right, we got the garlic now. It's sizzling very nicely. Right, again, we don't want it to burn, we want it to cook. That's the most important.
As we started to put the rabbit in a pan, it might sizzling too much of the oil. It might, so we protect it with a cover a little bit until everything goes in.
All right, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So now how do you, like, you just want to brown the garlic a little bit?
Just a color, and we lower the flame a little bit. Just a little bit.
Because we don't want it to burn.
And now,
garlic when you burn it?
We protect ourselves with the cover, because there you go, see?
That's a pro tip right there. See?
Yes, see?
Like the Viking, she's using it as a shield.
Yes. And we lower a little more in the beginning.
Okay. Now, what do you want to do? How far do you want to cook this rabbit now? Well, you just brown it a little bit?
We brown it. We put the tomatoes, olives, and all the herbs.
Okay.
Believe me, next time we get a bigger pan.
Okay. So we're gonna brown a little bit first. And
brown on both sides.
On the outside. Okay.
We throw the wine in, by the way.
How many rabbits is this, Mom?
3 rabbits in here.
3 rabbits?
3.
Okay. I just want to let you know that we really only have about 5 or 6 people eating today.
That's it.
So that's how much we like rabbit.
And it's a specialty in our family and the Italian families. That's it, see? Now we let it brown very slowly, without burning anything. We don't need this anymore, and we don't need this anymore.
Okay. Now you can see this is going to cook. You're going to see liquid is going to start coming out of this. So we want that liquid to thicken and be part of the sauce that's in here. So if you can only smell what this smells like right now, I mean it's really, really nice.
Then we have a spatula and we turn a little by little. Maybe we increase the flame.
The flame up a little bit now, because the pan's getting cold from all that meat that's in there. Okay.
You can see this.
What do you want? It's on high now.
High, okay.
It's on high
Because
now.
we want to saute. We don't want the juice to come out.
Right. We want, yeah, because we want.
No
If you
juice.
cook it too low, what happens is it's going to draw a lot of meat, a lot of juices out of the meat, and it's going to get dry.
Yeah, then-
So you have to have the right size. You want some juices to come out to flavor it, but you want to sear it. You don't want to over cook it by a low
Yeah.
temperature. See, a lot of people think they're like, oh, low temperature, what's that can do? What it does is it doesn't cook the meat fast enough and it dries it out. So that's what you want to prevent. So you have to have this at the right temperature so that those juices, as they come off, they're kind of getting reduced right away. It's not sitting in a soup of juice from the meat, and that goes with just about a lot of dishes. So. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to hold it over here, and then after it's brown, we're going to flip that over.
And after brown, we put on we pour the red wine, and then the tomatoes with the olives and all the herbs, salt and pepper, of course, of course. So we have to make sure that we brown it well. Actually, I could use a little larger pan, but they don't make it yet larger than this. So because you have,
I'm gonna have to bring one from the restaurant for her.
You see, because for 3 rabbit it's a little bit small, but
Yeah, I mean sometimes what you can do is like you just leave a few pieces out, maybe cook half of it, then put the other half in.
Exactly.
But this is kind of like maybe 3 or 4 pieces extra. But I don't think it's a big deal. Ma, it looks like it's cooking really well.
Oh yeah.
We have a nice,
With
good,
the spatula,
strong
you
brown.
don't scratch the pan.
Right. You don't want to scratch that pan. It was a lot of money.
No way. And we'll make sure it doesn't stick.
Okay. You're seeing like the one side of the rabbit is
Make
getting
sure
nice
it's
and
high.
Yeah, it's all the way up, Ma.
It's
That
all-
you can't-
because
yeah,
I
you're
can
not
see
going to
from
get
here.
higher than that. I
Oh,
don't think.
okay.
Yeah, that's all the way
Because
on
it
high.
seems okay. Good. As we turn it, the juice.
Yeah,
And
it's
this is the most part that have to cook good.
yeah. This is going to be taken.
Nice and rosolato.
Yeah, this is rosolato. Like I said, like browned.
Yes.
It's browning. All right, so we're
That's it.
gonna brown this and we'll flip it over.
Yeah.
And then here we go. But this is the thing that takes the most time right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So, okay. So all right. So Ma, since we're waiting for this,
Yes.
tell us about where you grew up.
Well, I grew up in Italy, of course, in the Avellino region. Avellino is in Campania. My parents and my 5 brothers and sisters. We grew up in a beautiful town named Taurasi. Taurasi, like today, is very famous for its wine, for the good wine that they make in Taurasi.
Which is called Taurasi wine.
Taurasi
DOC.
wine, ecco, sì. And I grew up pretty happy as a child. We had everything, My father was a hard worker. My brother went to university, but then we came to America, and we made the best. And we've been happy. We have our family, grandchildren, and we're very happy here. So we keep the tradition alive the best we can. At least to show our children, what we do for Easter, what we do for Christmas. So, and that's it.
And I'm going to be taping a lot of these things, so I'm going to be sharing these traditions with you. All right.
And I have to get a son-in-law that is a chef, okay? And I have to be very careful how I do things, okay? So, but I manage.
As nervous as she says she is, it's unwarranted. She'll cook me under the table any given day.
Oh my
believe me.
God.
I don't even try.
Okay.
So she moved in with we moved in together as a family, everybody. So now we're the good thing is we're sharing this kitchen and we're having a lot of ideas. I mean, even after all these years, and I'm learning something new every day, just the same.
And it's fun. It's fun. We don't want to take anything from anybody. Especially Donna Lydia, my favorite Donna Lydia. Okay, I watch her all the time. I watch her show.
I think maybe you could show her a few things, Ma.
Of course, Donna Lydia is from the north, so she has different ingredients.
Yeah, that's. I mean, any region that you go to in Italy is going to be different. I mean, really, even from town to town, it doesn't even have to be north and south. I mean, you can go from one to like my mother's town is 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from Taurasi. It's also in Avellino and Campania. Completely different style of cooking. I mean, there are some sample dishes that are normal that like you had the Parmigiana and you have a lot of different. But everybody does whatever is growing in the area. So there's gonna be slight variations. I mean, even the dialect is a little different.
Oh yes, language-wise, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have this saying like they come to the south of Italy if they want to eat real food. No, it's only they have their specialty that we tease them about their food, that they tease us about our food. But Italian food is worldwide and everybody loves it. We have to get rid of this food,
Yeah, and look, it's burning up pretty good, Mom.
Yeah, it's got to be really little brown, It takes a while. So, happened to be a beautiful occasion today, Father's Day, and I want to surprise my son-in-law. What surprise? We find out the day he came home, he opened the frigidaire, rabbit.
It's not easy to hide 3 rabbits inside of a refrigerator in this house.
So we put her in the open, might as well.
This is good. This pan is burning nice because I like that it's not forming a lot of liquid on the bottom. Just it's kind of burning off a little bit.
Yes, it have to be.
All right, let's.
Close a lot.
All right. We're gonna come back after this is all browned and everything.
Yes, at least.
I gotta find a better camera angle so I'm not blocking my mother-in-law in there.
That's okay. You can hear me. My mouth.
All right, we'll be right back. Now you can see. We got it nice and brown. It's all browning really nicely. All right, here we go. So now we're going to go to step 2. All right. So, Ma, what do we do now?
Step 2. Now we pour in the wine.
So that's about a half a cup of wine.
About a half a cup of wine. Of course, we let evaporate really good the wine.
Yeah, you got to get the alcohol to burn out, and then you want to have a little bit of a reduction. Now it's mixing in with all the fond, all the
everything. Now it's nice high flame again.
You're gonna put it on a high flame.
Yeah.
There you go.
Evaporate.
You're gonna scrape it a little bit.
Yes.
This is right. So you want to scrap. You want to kind of deglaze the pan. You want to get all that goodness, all those burnt goodness. You have
the wine is already evaporating. And spread it. Look nice and red.
That's good.
Beautiful.
All right, so
at this point, at this point, we put in the tomatoes.
Okay, here you go.
Okay.
Here's the tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
I just throw that just spread it around.
Yeah.
Just spread it around. Okay.
Yes. And we put salt and pepper.
Okay, Mom. You do it with your touch because everybody's pinch is different.
And they blame me I'm heavy on the salt.
Sometimes with the fagioli, but usually not a problem.
That's it.
And then black pepper too, Ma?
Black peppers, kosher salt. Oh, I wish you can smell it now.
Yeah, now it smells great.
Okay.
So with the salt and pepper, you got about, probably, I guess, about a teaspoon of salt.
Yeah.
And the 3-4 pinches of black pepper.
It's up to taste. People can add those very easier. Now we spray it and we slowly throw in the olives.
Okay, throw in the olives.
All the olives, grated olives.
Okay, that's a full can drained.
Okay. And the herbs.
Okay, you're gonna throw the whole branch in there.
Yes,
okay,
this way.
just like that. Let
rosemary.
it take rosemary. And this is thyme.
Timo.
This is all from our garden. So we set up our herb garden over here. This is all organic. Nothing's grown. This is sage.
And
okay.
Beautiful. Beautiful. See?
Look how nice that looks. Do you want me to grab that?
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. we're gonna hold that right up here
be
and show you
careful.
guys. Look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that beautiful?
What
The
a
color there, the
dish.
smell, it's just,
What a
it's just
dish.
amazing. Okay, that's why
this
it's my
point-
favorite.
Okay. At this point, it's going to cook slowly,
Okay.
and we cover.
Oh, we're gonna cover it
Yeah,
so
and we
all the
keep
juice.
watching to make sure not too much juice comes out.
All right, we're gonna put
We
this on
lower.
low.
Yes.
Okay,
we
so
lower.
medium, like a medium flame.
Medium.
roughly?
Medium.
All right, so
flame
it's
is
kind of
good.
like, kind of like little, almost a little braising kind of going
Yeah.
on. The tomatoes are they're melting in there, and the juices are coming out. So that's gonna, that acid here is gonna also tenderize the meat while it's cooking. So we're gonna put that there for a little while. Now, how about how long? Just
Oh.
until we see the chicken.
Yeah,
I mean,
we see it. 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
All right,
we
we
check
want
it.
once it.
Break it off the bone if you want to.
Okay, so we're gonna see.
We'll
so,
see.
So once it starts getting tender, that's what we're gonna look for.
That's
The
it.
meat is gonna start coming off the bone by itself. It's very lean. It's, you know, they're not old
Yeah,
animals.
there's
I
no
mean, you know, they
fat,
live a
nothing.
year or so. So the meat is gonna get tender rather quickly. All right, and then you know, and it's gonna, now it's gonna be drawing up all the flavor. So we're gonna come back when that's done, and we'll show it to you what's going on. All right.
Bon appetit.
Well, not yet. We're not,
Not yet.
we're not done cooking yet. In a minute. So I think we're done. So Mark, we're going to open this up here for you.
Open up. Be
Okay.
careful.
So let's see what that
And-
looks like.
See? All you have to do is try when the meat comes over the bone. It's cooked. It's cooked already. See,
All right.
nice and
It's a
juicy
nice soup.
and
Nice,
brown,
nice
and
soup.
everything with the olives, with the herbs, and it's done.
All right. So we're all set. We're going to plate
Put it on a
this.
platter.
Oh, Mom, be careful. It's hot.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So we're going to plate this now. So this is the thing too. You have this beautiful thick gravy here, which is
We
fantastic.
pour it over.
All right, Ma, you want to put them in the dish here?
Sure.
All right, I'll hold the dish here. Okay. That's my piece right there. I love the leg. I love that.
You're gonna
that
have a combination
four
with that
leg.
piece.
All right, so to kind of go through what you do.
Delicious.
The rabbit, first thing you do with it is you scrub it down right with some salt.
Yes, we cut it and we scrub it with the kosher salt and cold water. Nice. We rinse it out really good.
And let it drain.
And let it drain, and then we put in the marinade
All right,
of
then-
your taste. But we use Italian marinade. And
Yeah, so the marinade basically vinegar, olive oil, white wine, right?
White wine,
garlic
yes.
and herbs,
And herbs of your
thyme and
choices.
rosemary, some little bit of salt. All right, and then so you let it marinate for how long? For a couple of hours?
couple
overnight?
hours or more, depends.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we shake off all the marinade when we have to cook. And this way, and then we saute the rabbit in olive oil and garlic.
All right, so 10 cloves of garlic, about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. You heat that up in a pan,
Okay.
and then you're gonna brown your rabbit.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
We put this here. We put some.
you're gonna leave those pieces. Who are leaving those pieces for?
Oh,
No, I'm gonna eat all of it.
I want to steal it.
You so
But
you
you
were
saw-
put that. She was
but
putting
you
that on the
saw
side for
anyway.
herself. All right, then we'll put everything over here.
Okay.
Okay, and you want to pick up the?
Beautiful.
I'll pick up the pan.
Yes.
Okay, I'll pick up the pan,
Beautiful.
and we'll move that sauce right in there. Okay,
Why
do you want
don't
to
you-
take out the parsley? We'll take out this rosemary.
Yes. No, we
Alright.
don't need that. We have the fresh
Well, we
one.
got fresh ones that we're gonna put on there. All right. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna
Well,
dump
you
this.
need a man to do that.
All right. There we go.
All the olives, the tomatoes, the taste of
Okay.
the herbs.
That's it right there. Right. We taking that. All right, this here, we're gonna clean this dish up a little bit. All right, look at that.
Beautiful.
And now we have this, we just put some decorations here, right?
Beautiful.
You know, because you want that
Beautiful.
herbal scent going on, you know. And this is, so this is
Oh,
Coniglio, look at this here.
Coniglio alla Cacciatori.
That's it, look how beautiful that is.
Ecco.
You love that? That's
See?
beautiful. Right there.
Our guests are lucky today.
Yes, we're gonna be eating really good today. My sister's coming for Father's Day. All right, guys. So this is the first time
Buon appetito.
with my mother-in-law.
It's only a beginning.
This is the beginning. It's the first video. There's gonna
Okay.
be plenty more.
Okay.
We're gonna be cooking all kinds of Italian classics, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
I hope he's not going to be sorry because I talk so much.
Never be sorry. All right, love you guys.
Okay.
So long.
Bye-bye.